Welcome back to another lecture of Lux Tutorial. Now in today's lecture we are going to discuss about a new topic that is called factorization, which is present in class 10 syllabus of ICSE, and we are going to discuss few different topics based on this factorization. So let us understand what we are going to discuss. The first thing that we are going to discuss over here is number one, what is called polynomial. Then we are going to discuss point number 2, the division algorithm of polynomial. Then we are going to discuss point number 3, what is remainder theorem, and point number 4, we are going to discuss about what is called factor theorem. So let us start with this video and let us understand the first 2 points in today's lecture. That is point number 1, what is basically called polynomial, and then point number 2, the division algorithm. But before starting with this video, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and then press the bell icon so that you can get notified whenever we upload a new video, and it will help for your education. So let us start with this video. Now let us understand what is basically called polynomial. Now in the case of polynomial, whenever we express or whenever we write any given equation in terms of power of x, then we say that one to be a polynomial. So let us take an example over here. Suppose if we are expressing the entire equation in a power of x, like x to the power n, then x to the power n minus 1, and so on up till x to the power 1, and then x to the power 0, where the coefficient of these variables x to the power n can be a to the power 0, a to the a1, and so on. This could be a to the an minus 1, and this could be an. So they can be the values a0, a1, an minus 1 and an can be any number, but the basic concept is that whenever we get this kind of expression, this is basically called polynomial. So we understood what is called polynomial. A given expression which can be easily expressed in the power of x is called a polynomial, and we generally denote this entire expression as f of x, and this symbol basically means function of x. Now what is basically function of x, that is present in class 11 syllabus, but let us understand a small part, like let us understand this, why we are saying this as function of x. So function of x basically means that any expression given to you, we will consider that to be a function, because basically we are putting the value of x and we are getting some result from there. So we are putting some values of x and we are getting some values from that function. That is why we say that as function of x. So let us take few examples of function of x, or let us take few examples of polynomial. So in the case of polynomial, we say that suppose f of x is equals to x square plus 3x plus 5. This is a polynomial. Similarly, suppose f of x is equals to x cube plus 5x square plus 6x plus 9. This is also a polynomial. So how we segregate these polynomials? We say that since the highest power in this polynomial is 2, so we say that the degree over here is 2. So this is the degree of the polynomial. Over here we can easily see that the highest power of x is 3. So we will say that the degree in this polynomial is 3. So this is a polynomial of degree 3. So whenever we express any polynomial, we say that a given polynomial have some degree, and the highest power of x is called the degree of that polynomial. I hope you understood what is basically called polynomial and how to easily find out the degree over here. Let us take one more example over here. Now I am writing this example as g of x is equals to 5x cube plus 3x plus 6. Now since in the previous examples we have already discussed that we generally write the function of x as f of x, it is not compulsory that each and every time we will write f of x. We can denote that as g of x, or we can denote that as h of x. So these are the symbolic representation of function of x. So all these things mean that they are function of x. And in this particular example, we are denoting this as gx over here. We can denote this with h of x or f of x, whatever we feel like. But a given polynomial can be expressed in these terms like fx, gx, hx, like this. So let us understand what is the degree of this polynomial. So as you can see that the highest degree is 3 over here, highest power of x. So we will say that the degree of the polynomial is 3. So what is basically a polynomial? A polynomial is any given expression. So one of you might ask me this also, that so whether if we consider the function f of x to be 5x plus 2, whether this is a polynomial? Yes, this is also a polynomial. And if we write this as f of x is equals to 6, whether this is a polynomial? Yes, this is also a polynomial. In this particular case, we say that the degree is 1. In this particular case, we will say that the degree is 0. So the basic concept is anything that can be expressed in the power of x. Now in this particular case, since there is no x, we will say that the degree is 0. I hope you understood the basic concept of polynomial. Let us understand the next thing in the case of polynomial, that is called the division algorithm of polynomial. Now let us understand the division of polynomial. So let us understand this with an example over here. Now let us understand the division of polynomial with this example. We need to basically divide this entire expression by this expression given over here. So how to start with the division? So let us write this as 2x minus 3, which divide this entire expression, that is 2x cubed minus 7x squared plus 5x minus 9. So we are basically dividing this entire expression by 2x minus 3. So first thing that we need to understand over here is that if we multiply that expression, that means if we multiply this entire expression with x squared over here, so we are basically multiplying this one. So the first term will be 2x cubed and the second one will be 3x squared. So if you multiply with x squared, the first term is 2x. So 2x into x squared is 2x cubed. Similarly, minus 3 into x squared will give you minus 3x squared. The next step is to change the sign of these two terms. So we will write the first one to be negative. We will write the second one to be positive. Now we see that this is positive, this is negative. Both are having the same value but different sign. We will simply cancel this. But this one we will write as minus 4x squared. That means basically the difference of 7 and 3 over here. And because 7 is negative and this is bigger number, so we write the sign of that one. So next thing is to take this term over here. So we are writing plus 5x over here. The now next thing is to multiply with minus 2x. So why we need to multiply only with minus 2x? Why not with some other value? So let us check this one. 2x into 2x will give you 4x squared, and since there is a negative sign, so basically we are getting minus 4x squared. So if we write that over here, minus 4x squared, so minus 2x into 3 will give you minus 6x over here. So we are basically getting these two terms, sorry, this will be plus, because minus 2 into 3 will give you plus 6. So we are basically getting two different terms over here. The next step is to change the sign. Remember that changing the sign is very important. Each and every case we have to change the sign over here. So we are basically getting a plus 4x squared and a minus 4x squared, so they will cancel out. And over here we are basically getting minus x minus 9 over here. So this is the last expression that we are getting. Now let us divide this number. Now if you can see, the number that we are getting is 2x minus 3, and we want to remove, or we want to basically cancel this x over here. So we will do what? We can do one more thing. We can multiply this entire expression with half, because half into 2 will give you 1. So let us do that. Minus half into 2x will give you minus x. Similarly, at the same time, minus half into minus 3 will give you plus 3 by 2. Now if you simplify, we have to change the sign, so we will write this as positive and we are going to write this as negative. So this will cancel out, and over here we are basically getting minus 9 and minus 3 by 2. So if we simplify this entire expression, we will be getting minus 21 by 2. So this portion that we are getting, this is called remainder. Clear? So whenever we divide a given expression or a given polynomial, we divide this entire polynomial like this. So what are the different terms that we are discussing about? We are basically discussing this one to be divisor, this entire expression to be dividend, this one to be the quotient, and this one is the remainder. So 4 different things that we have discussed over here, that in a case of division of polynomials, we are basically discussing about divisor, that is dividing the term, dividend, that is getting divided, quotient, that we are getting after division, and remainder, that is the leftover. So in this particular way, we generally divide a polynomial. In the next class, we are going to discuss about the remainder theorem, and then we will discuss about the factor theorem. So till then, goodbye. Let's meet in the next video.